So we can get started. All right. You guys are out in front of the house. It is currently being burned to the ground. Bape, as you being the individual who started the fire, felt that's a little out of character for you, as far as being a druid. So tell me what was going through your character's head when you decided to light this on fire.
Bapev was thinking about something that had happened to him in essentially a prior life. Bapev's family was killed by a fire, and in the essence of that, having that horrible experiences that we had inside of that house, I knew that was a surefire way to kill everything inside of it.
Let me take a note here.
Well, do you guys want to have a quick group huddle? A, it sounds like there's some wolves coming at us.
Mm-hmm.
B, perhaps next time we want to save the creepy little boy and girl, we put some thought into, researching that situation before we just randomly roll into a house.
Blame the direwolf.
What direwolf?
Direwolf that was with us.
I'm still in direwolf form right now, actually.
Well, this is a group talk. But also, I remember you strictly saying you wanted to save the children, Theon. As I've explained...
Wait, he did save the children.
This is in character.
Yeah,
this is in character too. He did save the children.
How do you figure we saved the children?
I did save the children.
They were already dead.
Yeah.
They were already dead. How can you save that which is dead?
I think they were
put them to rest.
You're saving a child. You're saving a soul.
Well, we can't save children if there's no children to save. Be smart.
Exactly. You
aren't they wanting to save?
If there are children to save. If there's no children to save, you didn't save any, nor could you have.
We did a good thing. Just feel good about doing a good thing.
You didn't do a good thing. You almost got everybody in the party killed.
Okay, look, you're having a little panic moment. Take a breath, read your book you got out of the house.
I don't have enough gold to even learn the shit in this book. I can't, otherwise that'd be great. I've read through it 3 times already on the way through the house. I'm broke. Bitch,
Maybe you could have saved the children if you weren't reading all those books.
There's no children to save.
Bapev's gonna look into the distance as everybody's having this spat, still in direwolf form, hearing the wolves in the distance, and I'm going to be like, "Ruff, ruff."
Can he understand what the fuck they're saying?
I can tell you're arguing. Yeah.
No, what the wolves are saying.
Oh, no, it doesn't work like that.
The wolves are far in the distance. They're not like right up on you guys. You're still in this secluded little or not secluded, this clearing in the woods, and the mist seems to be creeping on in, except for a road leading out.
How long has it been since the last time we slept?
It has been. It's about midday. You guys were up in the morning, got to the house and still like mid-morning, so it's about midday now.
Well, considering we're all pretty spent, for right now, perhaps we'd not worry about the kids that we didn't save, and we try to find somewhere to lay low.
How about we heads back to the cabin?
Bapev points at the trail that's opened up in the mist.
Yeah, I remember the children telling us the village that was nearby.
Village. Let's head to the village.
Is the oppressive fog still around us?
There is definitely a mist still around the area you're in, but there is a road leading out.
There's a clear path forward.
there is a clear path forward.
It seems like we should probably get out of here, guys.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. So, as you guys continue through the mist, it finally opens up into a clear road. In front of you, clear. The skies are still grayed and muddled. The sun barely shines through. Behind you, though, the mist is a thick, impenetrable wall. Black pools of water stand like dark mirrors in and around the muddy roadway. Giant trees loom on both sides of the road, their branches clawing at the mist.
Now we open up. Can we open up map to start movement?
No, we're gonna do Theater of the Mind for a little bit here. So, what do you guys want to do?
Alright, whoever's got the most health, please lead the way.
I would like to. I'm just being super cautious right now. I just want to be like looking over my shoulders and checking out to make sure nothing's following us.
Cool, give me a perception check. As you peer into the woods around you, you notice nothing out of the ordinary. It seems like there has been a brief moment of respite for you all at the moment.
Okay. I'm good.
Baypef wants to take a smell and a listen.
Give me a perception check.
19.
Yeah, you notice the same things as Albert. The growth of the forest around you is still smells of decay. You can catch hints of the burning building behind you, but it seems that nothing seems to be following you at this moment. Again, it seems like you guys have a brief moment of respite.
Would you fellas like to try to rest? Or go to the town?
I believe we've taken 2 short rests already.
Have we?
And it's midday, and in the middle of the road is probably not the safest place to take.
Still probably a little too close to the burning building.
Yeah, if we can still smell it. We should probably press on.
Alright. Onward.
Perfect. So time is going to pass here. It's going to be about 5 or so hours before we get to here. So it's darker now. We're in the dark at the moment. So this fog spills out of the forest, and let me just change this here. Can you all see this?
Yes.
And pretend this is dark time. The fog spills out of the forest to swallow up the road behind you. A head jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road are high stone buttresses looming gray in the fog. A huge iron gate hangs on the stonework. Dew clings to the cold tenacity of the rusted bars. 2 headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you only with silence.
This looks like a nice place to visit. Would you lads like to maybe take a look?
I'm now back in my humanoid form. FYI.
I don't know that we should go in there in the state that we're in. Maybe
go the other way.
Maybe we camp outside for the night and then go into the scary-looking city in the morning.
Do we have anyone here that is particularly sneaky that maybe could go peep their head inside?
Not very sneaky myself.
So what you guys are seeing in front of you is just a large gate. There's no city behind it. It's just a giant gate that seems to have popped up out of the woods here. Behind you, the mist is closed in as well, so there's no turning back.
It's a gate, or is it a gate attached to a wall? Can I
Like a
walk
wall?
around the gate? Yeah, like
Yeah, you cannot see around the gate. It is just a giant wall and gate. And if you look at the map, I've switched the thing to give you more of a picture of it, what it looks like.
I would like to approach it and just take a look at the gate, the statues, notice if there's anything about it. That,
Yeah. How close are you going to get to the gate?
not to the gate itself, I guess just within my vision. Just taking a closer look, see if there's any inscriptions, writing, or anything to tell us where this might be.
Yeah, give me a perception check. Yeah, so as you look at this gate, it is not adorned with any writing. All you see is these two statues that are headless across the side. How far would you say you are away from the gate?
I'd say I'm just on the left side behind those bushes there. Just slowly getting closer, but I haven't approached the statues or anything.
30 feet?
Yeah, give me a feet.
Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah, 30 feet.
Okay. Are the rest of you following him?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm at least going to try to stay part of the group. But I would also like to assess and see if I remember any monument like this in the history books or anything I've read.
Give me a history check. Right on. So as you study these statues, you do notice a small crest among them that you recognize fully well here recently. In that case, it's the same crest that was upon the letter.
And I'm correct in assuming that this is the vampire guy that wrote the letter.
Yeah, it's the von Zarovich family crest.
Okay. And that letter was quite disturbing, if I remember correctly.
Yes, they're both tagged into there.
Kill you. I'm gonna turn you into nothing. You're worthless. Okay. It would, I'd share with the party. It would seem that this crest is the same crest that was on the ladder, so we could probably pretty safely assume this is something to do with von Strahd.
Von Zarovich.
Von Zarovich.
Right.
I don't know if this is the entrance into their lands, if this is the entrance into their castle. I take a glance around quickly. Does it look like there's a decent spot to rest around here?
As you notice, as you guys get closer to the gate, the fog is essentially ushering towards the gate.
Well,
Maybe it's our way out of here.
I'd have to agree. I say we take the risk, boys, after a day we've had and press on.
Seems we have little choice.
Perfect. So, as you all approach the gate, you hear this screeching as the doors start to slowly open up as you stand in front of it, as you get to about 15 feet. The gates open wide. On the other side, you see no mist.
I just take a look to the left and the right and quietly just start pitter-pattering my way through, signaling to the team.
Bit follows.
Perfect. So as you all cross through the threshold, the gate itself starts to slowly creak and shudder and come closed behind you. Towering trees whose tops are lost in a heavy gray mist block out all but death gray light. The trunks are unnaturally close to one another. The woods have the silence of a forgotten grave, yet exude the feeling of an unvoiced scream. It is dark now, by the way, so are we going to use torches? Are we going to cast light? What's the thought there?
Does anyone have a movable light we can use?
I have some torches.
I have a torch.
Oh, our other friend isn't here. Baypuff's gonna reach into his pack and pull out a torch.
Actually, Muji told me he cast light.
Muju is unexpectedly not with you guys.
And the first one bites the dust.
Boys, I have something spell called fairy fire.
Oh,
No.
Okay. I put my flute back into my pocket.
Are you sparking a torch, Baypath?
Yeah, I'm pulling flint and tinder out, and I'm sparking it. Get a little ember going, and then I blow on it to get it flamed, and I light the torch.
Perfect. As you spark the torch, the light starts to flicker on the trees around you. The mist seems to be above your heads, and the road in front of you looks rather clear.
I just fall in line behind Baypeth. Ready to go.
Alright. I'm just gonna proceed forward with caution. There's a road, right, that we're following?
Yep. There is a clear road as you're following. Perfect. So as you guys continue down this road, one of you catches the scent, or actually, Baslo, you catch the scent of death on the air coming from the left of you as you walk down this path.
Boys, something smells a bit ripe on the air, and it's definitely not Baypeth. Do I notice anything about what the scent might be? It's just death.
Yeah,
decay.
Just death, decay. It smells like a rather fresh death. We'll put it that way.
Yeah. I'd like to see if I can tell at all, maybe which direction it's coming in the wind, where it might be coming from.
Yeah, give me a. So it's off to the left of the road.
All right, boys. I believe there's something still fresh just on the side of the road here if you'd like to investigate. Actually, I'd like to cast a mage hand to go give a look at it.
Can you see through Mage Hand?
Nope.
Baypuff wants to take a smell and see if he can tell if the smell is the distinct smell of humans or an animal.
Give me a nature check.
10.
So with that, you definitely tell it smells like dead human.
I relay the information. Gentlemen, it's definitely the smell of a human corpse.
I shoot Silver out on a flight path direction they point.
Perfect. Give me a perception check for Silver.
He gets a nat 20.
So, all right. So, flying overhead and using their dragon-like eyes, they see a hand sticking out from what seems to be a shallow grave in that case, and it looks like the hand is clutching something.
I relay that information to the team. It would seem there's a shallow grave over there. It appears that the man's holding on to something. I couldn't get that much information. But,
There's a man?
Well, there's a hand, really.
A hand? Just a hand?
There's a hand sticking out of the ground, grabbing something. So, could be a zombie.
That's what I was thinking as well.
But,
maybe give him a hand? Maybe we go give him a handshake?
it might be worth looking into, but it might not be.
I want to lean back and look at the party as we're all like following in line and take an assessment and ask, how's everybody doing? Are we really prepared to get into any altercations right now? Me neither.
I'm not prepared for shit.
Not so much.
But I'm assuming Theron's gonna, do what he does and beg us to go save this person's soul.
Theron, you understanding that there's an unburied body that hasn't been put to rest, feel compelled to go at least say some words over this body.
Well, hold on. I want to unpack this real quick. So you said we didn't save those kids, but you want to save this guy's soul?
I didn't say that. I said I'm sure that's what Theron wants to do because he keeps getting us into shit and losing our wolf bounties and trying to save children when we need to be surviving.
I believe we should see what's in this guy's hand. If it's valuable, I think it's worth it.
I lean over to Elzeros. Albert likes shiny things.
Albert likes
can tell.
You boys ever played Eeny Miny Mo before?
Yes, as a child.
Yeah, Eeny Miny Mo. Theron, get up there. Talk to the dead body, please.
Here.
Here.
I don't think this is a good idea.
When have you ever had good ideas?
Who actually wants to go to the hand? Theron does not. Theron is hanging by a thread.
No, you're compelled to go there and say words.
Oh, I am?
You don't understand what compelled
the DM.
when the DM says you're compelled.
Okay. I'm going to slowly and gently and very alertly and quietly, sneakily, and all the things just walk
I'm
up
going to stand
the
back
way.
here and watch at a safe distance, but I
taking
still
up
want
the
to see
flank.
what happens.
Are you guys staying at a safe distance, but watching as Theron makes his way to the body? Then, right?
Yes.
All right.
I'll go with it.
You'll go with him. You said.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, as you both approach the body, the foul scent leads you to a human corpse, half buried in the underbrush, about 15 feet from the road. The young man appears to be a commoner. His muddy clothes are torn and raked with claw marks. Crows have been at the body, which is surrounded by paw prints. The man has obviously been dead for 7 days. He holds a crumpled envelope in one hand.
I want to take the envelope and finish burying. And prayer. The fuck out.
It's gonna take you hours to bury him. I don't think we have time for that.
You should burn
No,
the
this-
corpse.
Yep, I agree.
Okay.
Burn it.
Okay. Mother, please bless this soul as we lay him to rest before we light him up in flames. Amen.
Pep, give him the torch.
Apep walks forward and says, I would hate for this to become a theme, burning things, but as you wish. And I hand him the torch.
Just watch the trees, watch the trees.
Light it on fire.
All right.
Back away.
I'm also keeping eyes on every direction I can at this point. I'm very sketched out. especially seeing the paw prints. Or I didn't see paw prints, but I'm still sketched out.
So the body doesn't really catch fire, as it's just a damp, dead body that's been in the woods.
Wait a minute, don't we have a lantern full of wool?
We
Someone
have
got
a
a lantern.
bullseye lantern that I believe Baslo has.
No, I got it.
Oh, you have it? Okay.
Mm-hmm. I only have, I pulled the lamp out as we. Is this torch consumed in the process of trying to light this thing on fire?
Yes, it absolutely is.
So I pull out the lantern.
Light it.
Okay, I'm like, this thing only has one charge. It's filled with oil now, but I don't have any to replace it with.
Lads, I think there's bigger things afoot than undead.
I'm gonna.
Well, I guess I don't see
I'm gonna
anything,
use
but
my-
ask Theron what he sees.
Did you?
I'm gonna
Are
use
you?
my.
What are you doing, Theron?
I have a tinder box that I'm gonna use to light the oil on the dead body on fire.
Where can you get the oil? He just said he's not using the oil.
He's not.
Well, so I'm like, if we want to use it, we can, but I won't be able to use the torch until we find more oil.
It's probably better to stop wasting our resources on dead people.
All right, let's just everyone help me bury this guy.
What about
No.
What's in his hand?
Tyrion,
looked at
what's in your
Theron.
hand?
Have it.
What's
What
in
is
your hand
that
there?
you took out of his hand? He was holding something.
It's an envelope. Should I read it now while we're standing over the dead body?
Burn it.
Absolutely.
With everything else.
Beepef is acting strange today. I don't know.
Let's
Take his advice.
go back to the road. Get away from where the badmans have been,
A sound plan.
and look for somewhere to set up fucking camp. And you can read to us as we go. We can't keep saving these fucking people and putting ourselves in peril.
I'm gonna continue burying this guy.
All right, we walk off without him.
Our cowardly friend does have a point.
We would be done already if you would help me as I keep shoveling dirt with my hands on top of the body.
You realize how long it takes to dig a 6-foot hole? Have you ever done that as part of your holiness, or did you have somebody else at your monastery do it?
Have you ever seen a bard
We don't
dig a
have to
hole?
put him 6 feet deep.
You haven't what?
I've heard that most murders are solved because there are shallow graves. Even murderers quit halfway through the job.
Yeah, you don't have enough time. It's already dark. We're all exhausted.
I go up to Theron. I grab him by the arm and I'm just tugging at him like a child, just pointing this direction.
Give me a strength check.
It's times like these I wish I would have taken suggestion.
About to flex.
All right, and
bust out of these.
Theron, give me a strength check as well.
Can fail this.
Yeah, you've got like -1 strength. Yeah. So Baslo has you by the arm and essentially has you grappled at the moment.
Come on, lad. Let's get back to the road. It's okay.
Damn it, I'm not done.
You're done. You're definitely done.
It's okay. Okay. I just keep whispering to him that it's okay as I pull him to the road.
Perfect. Are we getting back on the road then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right. Have we read the note or no?
You're
Let's
on.
read it.
Theron, read it to us
Oh,
as
yeah.
we're walking.
Okay. What does the note say?
Read it out loud for the class.
Hail thee of might and valor, I, the Burgomaster of Barovia, sounds like your chef, send you honor with despair. I adopt a daughter, the fair Irina Corleona. Hey, that girl that
Read the message.
The one lad back at the place that the bar was telling us about. Anyway, has been these past few nights bitten by a vampire. Not a vampire, vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. Now my dear Irina languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So I say to you, give us up for dead and encircle this land with the symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power, that the devil may be contained within the walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves and save the world from the evil fate of ours. There is much wealth entrapped in this community. Return for your reward after we are all departed for a better life. Tylon Inderovich, Burgomaster.
Perfect. As you finish reading the note, you hear howls erupt all around you.
All right, time to go.
Possibly time to go, possibly time to get ready. Everybody, stay close.
If we were to extinguish the torchlight, how much visibility would we have? Is there a moon out? Is I know it's overcast, but is there still light?
There is a moon out, but it is still overcast in that case. It's when you think of where you're at, it is always overcast, and sometimes the moon will peer through and shed a little bit of light, but for the most part, it is pretty dark and foreboding.
If the moon is peering through, would we be able to travel without torchlight?
Do you have dark vision?
I do not. That's what degree of darkness is it?
It's dark.
All right, that's single file line. Let's move quickly, quietly.
I'm gonna hand Albert. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna hand Albert the torch I pulled out earlier to light the body with.
I do not take a torch from him. I don't want to be the man with the light.
Theron and Bapeth, you both hear rustling in the woods to your left and right as you guys continue on down this path. Low growls are coming from the bushes around you all.
Gentlemen, our foe is close.
We must go. Let's just walk. Can all see at night, no?
Yeah,
Follow the
guys
path. Stay close.
Let's just...
Perfect. So, as you guys continue on down this path, a large white direwolf comes padding out of the
Hey,
woods
that's my trick.
and sits down in front of you all. Around you come out wolves growling and snarling as you come around, and I'm going to need you all to go ahead and roll initiative.
God damn it. Someone's gonna die.
7.
Hold on 1 second. You guys got 7, 3, 15. All
He
right,
just sat down.
he did. Theron, so the dire wolf in front of you just sits down and seems to regard the spectacle in front of him with disinterest. He peers around at you all and just waits. Theron, it is your go.
Do the other wolves seem aggressive?
Yes, absolutely.
Fuck me, dude. I'm going to... I'm gonna hold my action. Pass my turn. Can I do that?
You just have to say what you're holding it for.
If one of these guys gets too close, I want to hit him with a word of radiance.
What is too close?
Right next to us, like
And 5
within
feet.
melee
Within
range.
melee range, yeah.
Is Word of Radiance a ranged spell?
Yeah, but it's just I'm not saying it towards within melee range of me, within melee range of anyone.
Okay,
If
cool.
your allies are attacked, you want to trigger that.
Pretty much.
Baslo, is your turn.
Okay, so I don't know if I heard this right, but is the direwolf aggressive or is the direwolf just chilling?
Direwolf is just sitting there.
Okay. I would like to cast a bardic inspiration if Bapef doesn't have one on Bapef.
Cool.
So that's a bonus action. And then
Is that a D4 or a D6?
E6.
Cool.
And then I would also like to hold my action and use vicious mockery if somebody gets attacked within our line.
Okay. So Wolf A is going to come bounding out and attack you, Theron.
Great.
A 9 does not hit. It lunges at you, and you step away as its teeth just nip at you ever so slightly. Wolf B is so go ahead and roll your spell for A before it gets into combat range.
It's a Constitution saving. It's 13.
13. And it passes.
Okay.
All right. Wolf B is going to come thundering in and attack you, Bapef.
Cool.
Give me a second. And that's a miss. He lunges at you, and you step aside ever so slightly. And Baslo, go ahead and cast Vicious Mockery on B.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw. And the wolf resists it.
Yeah.
All right. D is going to come running up and make a bite at you, Albert. And he misses as well. Wolf E is going to come running into and take a bite at you, Elzarios.
I'm gonna move him to make him square.
Yeah, and please do. The things are not always the best on this map. Perfect. Bapef, it is your turn.
Wait, did he hit me?
He did not hit you.
Okay.
I'm going to move next to Theron and use my bonus action to pop my last potion. So that is 2d4 plus 2. So 5 healing. And I'm going to use my action to cast Speak with Animals. I'm going to look at this dire wolf and say, you great wolf, call your pack off. We mean to you no harm. Far too many souls have died this day. I would hate to take your pack with us.
The wolf regards you with almost a yawning smirk as you try to talk to it. It just continues to sit there and watch.
I lean back with the remainder of my turn and I tell them, well, gentlemen, it appears this wolf does not want to speak.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
Azarios, it's your turn.
I am going to cast Hail of Thorns. I have to hit. You know what? No, I'm just gonna swing at him. I'll swing at E.
Perfect.
For 14.
It hits.
All right. Now I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike. All right, so it'll do my regular damage, and then it has to make a strength saving throw.
All right.
6 damage.
And what's the save on the strength?
12.
And he fails.
Yeah. So he takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns, and I don't think he can move.
No, he'll have to resist it at the beginning of his turn.
Yeah. All right, that's my turn.
Perfect. Albert.
You hear me yell out. I've seen this wolf in a dream. He is not a wolf. He is something else. And fuck, this seems like such a bad idea.
I disengage and walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I face the wolf directly.
Perfect. Is that your turn?
Does it seem like the wolf from my dream?
Give me a insight check. The wolf is definitely giving you vivid reminders of your vision.
I just yell at him. Who are you? That's my fucking turn.
So the dire wolf looks at you and really gives no emotion. It just sits there and watches as this chaos unfolds in front of it. Theron.
I'm gonna look at the word and say the words soulless. Need a Constitution saving throw from it.
From which one?
Dire wolf.
It resists it with ease.
And my turn.
As you make a look at the dire wolf and cast a spell, its eyes glow red as the spell fizzles out around it. Baslo.
So B's engaged with Bapef, A's engaged with Theron. Yeah, I would like to cast Vicious Mockery on D.
Okay.
I bring my hands to my ears, making a silly gesture, and I ask him, "What do you call a pack of cooked wolves? Poached eggs."
And that's a wisdom saving throw. And this was D?
D.
B or D?
B.
Okay. It fails, so go ahead and roll your 1d4.
Bonk.
The wolf looks up at you and its ears shoot back and it looks rather confused. Wolf A is going to make a lunge at you, Theron.
That was for D as in Delta, by the way. Whoops.
B and D sound so similar.
That's
Yeah.
not that, my bad. if you've already like put the stuff in for it.
Okay, it's on B.
But yeah, fine.
I asked you like 4 times. Jesus Christ.
Whoops.
All right. Wolf A is going to make a lunge at Theron, and it hits. And Theron, you take 5 damage. And Wolf B is going to make a lunge at you, babe. And he is going to hit you for 5 damage as well. Wolf C is going to come bounding in. And he's going to make a bite at you, Baslo. It's a hit. And he hits you for 3 damage. Wolf D is also going to take a swing at you again. And he hits you for 4 damage. And Wolf E's turn, and it takes 1d6, you said?
Yes,
Miles,
1d6.
will you roll for the piercing damage?
Yeah. 4 damage.
4 damage, perfect. How does this wolf die?
You see vines sprout up, and then in a horrifying twist, they go into him, and he is now a writhing mass of vines and wolf fur.
Perfect. Babeth, it is your turn.
I'm going to reach into my pouch and pull out a bit of mistletoe, and some green light is going to fall down on my club. I'm going to cast Shillelagh on my club, and I'm going to attack B.
Perfect.
Oh, that one.
So as you make a swing at Wolf B, it sidesteps and your club thunks into the soft earth, and you pull back, and the club stays.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we are. Nat ones are going to, have a little bit of flavor to them. So sorry, guys. Elzarios, it is your
Makes
turn.
things interesting.
It does. Elzarios.
Alright, now that I'm free from the abomination that was Wolf E, I'm gonna go here and stab D.
Perfect.
I assume does not hit.
It does not hit.
I'll get you next time.
Albert.
Glance at the wolf, and I step this way, invoking an attack of opportunity.
Brave man. Oh, that's not who I wanted. Hold on. And he misses. He lunges at you as you step back daintily with your little wizard robes.
1 movement, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I will, out of B, C, and D, who looks the weakest?
They all look pretty similar.
I will attack B then, since it's the furthest away from me, with firebolt.
Perfect.
Eleven.
Let me do something real quick here. Perfect. And it hits.
For 9er.
9. What happens is this wolf as you annihilate it with fire?
You see Albert dodge Wolf A and run back here. And you see the focus on his arm below his sleeve grow bright red. And I just shoot a firebolt at the wolf, and he gets hit, impacted, and then begins to smolder.
Perfect.
And I yell out to the group, the dire wolf isn't as it seems. Proceed with caution.
And it is the direwolf's turn. The direwolf stands up and just shakes its fur off, with moisture flipping aside, and then continues to just sit there. They're on.
Aaron is very frustrated with this dire wolf, as he seemed unfazed. So he's gonna continue to shoot word of radiances at him.
Cool.
So I say the word Solus.
Again, his eyes just glow red, and as you speak the word solace, the words actually just don't come out.
Oh shit.
Baslo, or is that your turn?
Now, bonus action, I'm going to use my last healing potion. Where is the potion of healing? It's a 2d4 plus 2. Kill myself. 4, 5. And that's my turn.
Perfect. Baslo.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to heal with my healing potion. So 2d4. Awesome. Just 4. And then with my action, I am going to swing at Wolf D, as in Delta.
Good. Phonetic alphabet.
With my rapier. Son of a...
And
that-
one.
How many weapons are going to be in the mud after this?
So as you take a stabbing swipe at Wolf D here, the moisture from your hand makes it the handles slip out in your inexperience with a rapier, and everybody looks at you and just kind of rolls their eyes and say ugh, and your rapier is now over here where this yellow triangle is, or this red triangle is.
Fantastic.
It is Wolf A's turn. Wolf A is going to look at you, Theron, and again, just make a nice lunge at you, and miss. Wolf C is going to take a bite at you, Baslo. Yep, and he hits. And you take 7 piercing damage. Wolf D is looking at you, Lazarios, and he's going to make another lunge at you. Also hit. And you take 4 damage. Wolf E. And Bapef. The clubless wonder Bape.
Yeah, Bapef is gonna... As blood is streaming down his arm, Bapef's actually quite hurt. He's going to reach forward, grab his club, and kind of not tomahawk it, but just whirlwind strike A as he picks it up and goes over his head and tries to strike A.
A little windmill hit.
Nat 20. Let's go. Bring it back. For 6 damage.
Awesome. Is that your turn? Wolf A takes this monstrous blow to the side of its face, and it lets out a loud yelp, but still stands resolutely.
Yeah, that's my turn. I'm just gonna sit there and grunt a little bit.
Elzarios.
All right, time for vengeance on Wolf D. Here we go. 21.
Yeah, that's an absolute hit.
8 damage.
Perfect. So you make a lunge at this wolf and just gouge a large cut into the side in its ribs. Albert.
What you get for biting me?
Am I gonna take a AC bonus to D? Here.
No. We'll
I will
be
pop off at D then.
okay.
For a 15 for 9 damage on D.
Got it. Well, all right. How does D die?
Elzarios just sees a fucking bead of fire, like basically the size of a marble, shoot over his shoulder and smack into this wolf and take him down. And as my movement, I will move 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is my turn.
Perfect. The dire wolf still sits there, seemingly amused with the spectacle in front of him. Thereon.
I'm gonna turn my attention to sea and speak safe Solus, and I need a Constitution saving throw from it.
Perfect. What is the con save?
18.
All right, it fails.
3 radiant damage.
Well, is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Baslo.
I turn to Wolf C. I eyeball left and right at Albert and Elzarios, and then back to C in confusion that they didn't help me. I then cast Vicious Mockery on C. You'll look mighty tasty on my spit once I lie down for my long nappy nap.
And it fails.
Awesome. And I guess I can't do a single freaking thing. That's my bonus action. So, that's my turn.
We roll the damage.
Oh. I get that?
Yeah. Alright. Oh, a max damage Vicious Mockery. As you insult this wolf, it looks mighty offended. Perfect. And it is Wolf A's turn. And Wolf A is going to look at you, Theron, and take another tasty bite. And it misses. And Wolf C is looking at you, Albert, and it makes a lunge at you, and also misses. Bapef.
I'm just gonna try to finish off A.
Actually, pause real quick. This is perfect. As the fighting continues, your guys' companion bursts from the woods, and Muju, it is actually your turn.
Yes, I got a little lost.
Gandalf's song plays. To the west, boys. Look to the west.
It's literally his turn in the order, which is fucking perfect.
Alright, am I looking at the right things here?
Yes, yep. C and A and the dire wolf. And from there, I guess you don't know what's going on.
Can I
with the
yell at
dire
him
wolf.
or no?
No.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, I'm next, I'm assuming, so.
Yeah, you are literally right after him, babe.
Okay, well then I'm just going to blindly assume one of these has lower health than the other, and I'm going to use Ray of Frost on Wolf C.
Perfect. Give me some rolls.
Alright. There's my hit roll.
And that hits.
That's the damage.
The rays beat off of the back of the wolf here, and it looks mighty hurt, but still stands. Bape, it is your turn.
I'm gonna shout to Moo, "Where the hell have you been? By the way, that dire wolf is not what he seems. Continue fighting the wolves." And I'm gonna take my club and try to finish A. Nat 1. Because why not?
All right. So as you take another swing, your perspiration and your hands are sweaty because let's face it, you guys are all kind of knocking on death's door here. And again, this time your club goes flying, and it is now not that big, but it is now. God damn it. Over here in front of the direwolf.
God damn it!
All right, Albert, or excuse me, Elzarios, it is your turn.
All right. Since Baslo is crying for help, I'm going to help him out by taking a step to the side. And I'm going to stabby stab, because that's what I do.
And that hits.
14. All right. 8 damage.
How do you kill this wolf?
While he's distracted dealing with Baslo, I'm going to go up to the side and just shank him right in the side.
Perfect. Albert, it is your turn.
Okay. We established no penalty for shooting through one person. I will shoot a firebolt at A. Or 11, which I think hit last time.
Let me. I'm doing essentially variable ACs, so
Okay.
yeah. So it's not always going to be the same. In this case, it is not going to hit.
Well, fuck myself, and I will just I'll kind of chill right here and just miss my spell.
Perfect. The dire wolf looks at your club, Baypath, and picks it up in between its teeth, and then goes right back to sitting down. Theron.
I am going to do the only thing I can and say soulless. But since I'm within melee range, I think it gets advantage on that.
And what is the con check again? 13?
13.
All right, and it fails. Even at advantage. Oh. This bolt of radiant light comes out and strikes down Wolf A. Boom. All right. As the wolves dissipate or fall one by one, the dire wolf with the club in its mouth begins to take shape into a black mist. Before you stands a tall man obscured by the shadow. He deep from within him, you hear just a loud, maddening laughter. He takes the he takes the club that was in his mouth and throws it at you, Baypeth, at your feet. With that, he just claps his hands and turns into a black mist and flies off into the night here. The silence around the woods is deafening as you all catch your breath. And that is combat.
I pick up my club. Albert, what were you saying again about this dream?
I've been having dreams, and I don't know if they're dreams or prophecies. I saw the white dire wolf. I knew that magic wouldn't work around him. I heard a human laugh from him. So he has taken that shape, it would seem, to play with wolves. I don't think... well, clearly that's not an average dire wolf that can transform into a black mist and roll away.
Precisely.
I have, from time to time, I have dreams that end up being true. It's not always, but sometimes it's like I can see the future in my dreams.
Do you think there's any chance that the letter that, what's Theron just read us, was referring to that guy? And if so, I believe there is, from what the letter said, we have to get some symbols going around him, perhaps for some sort of spell to get rid of him.
No, they spoke of encircling the land. I believe it's too early to tell, but that individual is definitely part of what's wrong with this area, I would say, is all we can say for now. With that being said, Muru, where the fuck were you? Yes, so Muru, what the fuck, where the fuck did you come from? What were you doing?
I was floating along the astral plane.
That's not gonna cut it this time, bud.
Obviously, he was looking for books.
Did you find any? Did you find any books?
Yeah, and I incinerated them all.
Oh.
Albert winces.
What he said.
His eyebrow just twinging.
Yeah, you just see me like...
There's one more order of business, boys. I trudge over and grab my blade.
You seem to be disarmed pretty easily. What's up with that?
Well, I'm not the only one. I come over to Bay
you
Pef.
know, slippery hands and all. You know?
Rest my blade upon his shoulder, and I say, I now christen you Sir Baypef Butterfingers.
Oh, I do like butter, though.
And I christen thee Sir Baslo Greasy Palms.
Aye. That'd make for another good song.
Perhaps we can turn these Butterfingers into some helpful food at some point. I don't know.
Perhaps we can look for somewhere to fucking rest.
I agree. We are very tattered, gentlemen.
Do I have enough energy to skin a wolf pelt?
Skinning a wolf pelt will take quite a while. We'll say 2.5 hours.
What about the one? What about the one that got burnt? Can I try to harvest some meat from him? Yeah.
We're going to harvest wolves? Is this
just the burnt one? Like he's already cooked. He's already cooked.
We're all licking our lips as we look down at this burnt wolf.
Give me a nature check, Baypath.
There's actually 2 that are burnt.
Couple of crispy boys.
17.
As you inspect this wolf for closer eating, you start to pick through its fur and see that it's covered in mange and tattered and doesn't look too healthy.
Unfortunately,
menu,
gentlemen.
boys.
Unfortunately, gentlemen, this wolf is quite spoiled.
Well, let's go find somewhere to rest. There's no oppressive fog around us anymore, correct?
It is still very misty, but it's not like encompassing you. You seem to be able to move through the mist as you would like.
Perhaps we get away from the area of the fresh kill and lay down somewhere.
The only thing that concerns me is that body over there. Reanimating, I don't know. We've seen some crazy stuff on our journey.
Yeah, let's walk another quarter mile down the road or something.
Agreed.
So, as you guys continue to walk, you said a quarter mile.
Let's do that.
Got it. So a quarter mile down the road, you are still in the woods.
You guys just want to look for a clearing to camp, or what's everybody want to do?
Well, we have killed all the wolves in the area, hopefully. That might be the best option.
Yeah, Baypef would like to listen for any more wolves.
I'd like to do the same thing.
Give me a perception check.
shit.
Nat 20.
It's
only ones and 20s today.
As you listen to the woods around you, you hear the rustling of small creatures, but the haunting silence sits over the woods, just a dead, eerie silence.
I'm gonna use primeval awareness. That's the one that I can see if there are any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elemental souls, fae, fiends, or undead within 1 mile of us. Or
Alright.
actually, we're in forest, those 6 miles of us.
Perfect. Let me do
That's
something
dope. 6 miles?
here real quick.
Yeah, I'm in favored terrain right now.
All right, so within 6 miles, you said?
Yep.
And that's Fey aberrations.
Hold on, let me open that thing again. Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead.
Gotcha. So within the area, you don't sense any Fey, fiend, elemental, or undead.
But there are.
No,
Absolutely.
you don't sense anything.
Guys, I mean, this forest seems pretty calm now. There's nothing, at least, inherently evil that I can tell here. It might be safe to rest.
Perhaps we should take watch, just in case.
Yeah, do we want to bed down in an area with like a circle of trees or something? Kind of get ourselves off the path a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, we aim to do that. I don't know if it's my group perception right
We'll say you guys find just off the road here, this circle of trees, or were you thinking over here? Where are you thinking, buddy?
I'm thinking
I was
more
thinking,
densely
like-
packed, so
yeah,
probably
like
your
here?
second. Probably like where Baypep's going right now. A little bit further off the road, surrounded by trees.
Ooh, actually, right here. That's a spot.
Hey, I mean, this might sound weird, but why not stay on the road?
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Scared
mean,
about
we
forest.
do seem to be in a pocket dimension
Mm.
with not a lot of other people. That honestly doesn't seem to be a horrible idea.
How about a compromise? The person on watch will stand halfway between us and the road in case anything comes along.
Sounds fair to me.
Yeah, that works.
In that case, I would recommend your first position.
All right, perfect. Bed down. Anything you guys want to do for the night?
I will say a quick prayer before I go to sleep, but then I'm exhausted and I just roll out my bed mat and fall asleep.
Watches. Probably would behoove you to do watches.
Yeah. That's the plan.
Okay.
We decided on what side, or
Can you guys type out in the chat who wants to take the watches and
I'll
what
take
the
last. What?
I'll
wanna
take
go
first
first?
watch, just because I'm pretty hurt. So I do need to rest quickly, but I am very perceptive, so I can wake everybody up. So I'll take first watch.
The
I only
Baypep's
need
first
4
and
hours.
last.
I'll take second.
Oh, you only need 4 hours, so you can take second and third, because we need 8 hours for a long rest, right?
correct.
So you're
I only need 4 hours, so I can take extended one.
well, Mugru looks nice and well rested after napping in the astral plane.
Well, why don't we just have, if you guys both need 4 hours, why don't we just have one of you take 4 and the other one take 4? And then
Yeah.
everybody else can just get a full rest.
That works.
Okay.
I just want to say, last time I was on watch, I passed out. So maybe not the best choice.
Yes, you
Wait,
know,
yeah.
sorcerers always falling asleep and whatnot. Probably not the best ones to look out for us. They haven't said any discipline in studies.
Not to make it more complicated, but what if we put 2 of us on watch?
That's a possibility too. We could
I don't
totally
mind
do
waking
that.
up early. So I can catch, I don't mind hitting the last 2 hours of a watch.
Okay, so Bape is first.
Me and one of the 4-hour guys, and
Yeah, do you
then
want
we'll
first or second?
switch. Yeah, for one of the
zeros.
4-hour guys and
And,
somebody else.
we're
An
on.
8 hour. I can
Okay,
do an 8 hour.
so
second.
Bape and who are first?
Elzeros, do you have preference?
Yeah, I'll go first. Sure.
All right, who's second?
Baslo and Elzeros.
Will I get my 8 hours of rest?
I thought Bape was going first with Elzerios.
Correct. So Bape is only doing 2 hours. Elzeros only needs 4 hours of sleep.
So Baslo and Elzerios are doing the next one?
Yep. So it's going to
Yeah,
be in
we're
4
essentially doing-
stages. Bapef
Yeah.
Elzerio for the first 2 hours. Baslo Elzerius for the second 2 hours. Thoron and Muju for the third 2 hours. And Thoron and myself for the final 2 hours.
Gotcha. So, okay, what was 3? Theron and
Muju.
Muju.
Muru. I'm sorry.
Just chilling
For
for the first
2
good.
hours?
It's been butchered for 3 sessions, so it's whatever.
You said for the so we've got Bape and Elzarios 2 hours, Baslo and Elzarios for 2 hours, Theron and Muju for 2 hours.
Me and Theron for 2 hours.
Hey, let's type that out so we can just use that every
That's
time.
what I'm,
Yeah,
I'm typing
Davis
it right
did it.
now. Yeah. So
Yeah, that's
Theron.
my schedule. I'm early to rise.
All right, 2 hour. So you guys, no one needs a full 8 hours.
I need 8 hours.
Oh, everybody
So,
needs
Oh.
8 hours. Well, like, all the non-4-hour people need 8 hours.
Gotcha.
So how do I
So
get
let's
the
say
rest?
after the first 2 hours.
So technically, we need to drag this out for 10 hours.
No. Just have the 2 4-hour people, because they would have already got their 4 hours of rest, cover the final 2.
Right. Okay.
Because
There
they
you
would
go.
have each gotten 4 hours
Yep.
of rest.
Yep.
So Theron and Elzeros can
For the
carry
final
last
2
hours
hours.
to let everybody sleep in.
Yep.
Math. I love it.
All right.
And save that, because that's probably going to be our format going forward.
Yeah, and that's why I'm putting it in the.
It's Elzerios and Theron for the 5.
Okay. Go ahead and pin that. Boom. Awesome. All right, cool. So on the map, arrange yourselves where you want to be sleeping and taking watch.
I think we said over in this nook right here.
Right here. Or no.
I wouldn't
yeah,
get too far away from the road. So I'd
here,
just put it
yeah,
right
like here, and then halfway is here. We got, we're still in range of shouting at each other.
That's pretty good.
All right. Well, then I'm in this space right here, laying up on a tree.
I'm back here and taking a look at my cloak and getting ready to sing a bedtime song.
Miju, Azarios, Theron, please push yourselves where you want to be.
Okay.
I am where I want to be. I'm on guard.
Okay, cool. Yep, take up 1 space.
Yeah, Alzarius will just fan out. Just stay in range of shouting.
Perfect. All right, I need you both to give me a perception check while they rest.
All right, I'm pretty sure I get advantage on this. Hold on.
Let's go, Bapev.
It's not a 1, it's not a 20, but I'll take
Yep.
it.
Okay, I get it on this. You said perception?
Yes, please.
21.
Perfect. So, let's see. We've got. Did mine not? Okay, so you got 21. You said.
Yeah, sorry, it doubles my wisdom bonus. It's just easier to do the mental math.
Okay, cool. All right, awesome. So, as you are out on watch, you notice that the bushes around you seem to move ever so slightly. And Vapef, with yours 14. Fuck it. Essentially, you guys are ambushed.
Needle blights. Okay.
Yeah. Everybody, give me. Perfect. All right, cool. Perfect. So Alzarios, you're gonna get first go, and Vapef, you're also gonna be able to notice. So I'm gonna give you both an action here before we go into combat. Can you go ahead and roll initiative, everybody?
They're asleep, right? Technically.
Technically, yes, they're all asleep.
Needle blights.
Perfect. All
Sounds
right.
like I need to play more D&D so I know what all the character stats are.
Let's see. All right, perfect. Elzarios and Vapef, you both get to go.
I'm
I'm
gonna
going
let
to.
Elzarios go first. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to shout at the group at the top of my lungs.
Cool.
Um,
How does the group react to this?
I'd probably wake up.
How do you wake up? Give me some
What's going
fucking flavor, some story, boys. Come on.
Somebody go first. My wife is backing me in the back.
Oh, she's done.
What the hell
So
is this?
I wake up. Was I having a dream or no?
No.
You want to make this something? We can make it something. But I just fucking wake up and fucking roll around and look around me and see my companions around me, and then I dash over my right shoulder, and what do I see over by Vapef?
So you can't really see much. You see movement in the trees, and then you hear a large shout coming from over this direction. But it's a little dark, if you will, and you can't really get your feet under you. You just know some chaos is happening.
I stand up and just prepare myself, knowing that everything has gone wrong so far, and most of it's Theron's fault. And then I get ready for battle.
Perfect. I'm guessing that the others follow suit in that case, so thank you for carrying the RP. Elzarios, with your shout, we'll say that's your bonus action, so go ahead and do what you want to do.
well, I'm going to do what I do best, so no surprises there.
Stabby stab.
19.
That absolutely hits. Which one?
We'll do D,
All right.
and that's 9 damage.
Oh, what do you do as you just cut this thing down?
Oh, see.
Interesting. We'll just stab him straight through. No need to flourish it.
No need to flourish it. All right. And Bapef.
I'm going to, with my bonus action, pull out my last piece of mistletoe. Reach above my club with it and say some druidic words. And a green flash grows out, and I'm going to hit C.
Awesome. Give me your hit.
20.
It absolutely hits.
7.
It takes the blow and it looks mighty hurt, but it is not completely dead in this case.
And with the remainder of my turn, I'm going to shout, some of you may be able to go back to sleep.
Perfect. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, and it is Needle Blight C's turn, and he is going to go ahead and make a swipe at you and absolutely fail. The Needle Blight C, and for whatever reason, it just seems clumsy, and it knocks itself prone as it takes a swipe at you, and it is your turn again.
Awesome. Oh, I still have 1 mistletoe, but that's okay. Oh, yeah, I'm going to try to finish off C.
All right, without advantage, since it knocked itself prone, swiping at you.
Wow, these things kind of suck, huh?
24 to hit.
24 absolutely
For
hits.
4 damage.
All right, how do you bludgeon this small plant to death?
As I careen this thing's head off like a home run strike, I am going to say, go back to bed.
All right. It is Needle Blight E's turn, and seeing that you fell its small comrade, he's going to go ahead and take a swipe at you with his claws, and this time he's actually going to hit. And you're going to take 5 damage as this little blight stings you.
Maybe not.
Muju, it is your turn.
Alright, well, I stand up from my bedroll, casually shaking off the ruffles of my clothes, and I run towards Elzarios. And there, I think, is my movement.
Yeah, I believe so.
A 20? Okay.
Oh, you should have 30 movement.
30? Okay.
Yeah,
well,
you've got 30 movement.
Are we counting these trees as line of sight or no?
So you can get underneath the tree. They're tall oaks. So if you want to move here, you'll
Like
be
right
able
here?
to. Yeah, you'll be able to hit things.
Okay, cool. And then I am going to cast Ray of Frost at Needle Blight A.
All right.
Nat 20.
That absolutely hits. There we go. All
9
right.
damage.
Awesome. How does Needle Blight A die here?
So as the Ray of Frost flies from my focus, it hits the Needle Blight right in the base of the neck and blows its head off.
Got it.
Hell yeah.
Falls to the floor.
Elzarios, it is back to you.
All right. Well, seeing that impressive display of magic, I guess I'm gonna revert to type and stabby stab.
Perfect.
21.
That absolutely hits.
8 damage.
Perfect. You stab this twig, and it's all but cut in half, but it still stands.
I'm gonna say Bapef was right. You can go back to sleep.
Baslo, it is your turn.
I wipe the sleep from my eyes after hearing the blood-curdling screams and confusion of possibly going back to sleep, but in order to lend my hand, since I haven't completed my rest, I step out here, see the scene unfolding before me, and go ahead and throw a bardic inspiration at Bapef, singing him a song, Sir Bapef, the Butterfingers, the Strong. And then I use my action to go back to sleep.
Baypef, I think you've already got.
I do.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't
cool.
use it?
Yeah.
Okay. It fails, I go back to sleep.
Theron, it is your turn. Geo.
It's like,
Okay,
sorry,
so-
bro. I was
so
hitting the reefer.
I'm gonna.
Had a trouble sleeping.
Where? Now, what the hell is going on? If I step into like this clearing, do I have line of sight on B?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna do the only damage cantrip I have. Solace. On B.
And it fails.
Let's go. Oh.
So this radiant flash of gold illuminates the trees around you all and casts a quick shadow as Needle Blight B just turns back into a pile of leaves. Albert.
The only target left is E, so you see me wake up, sleep in my eyes, kind of rubbing my face, and I'm just like, flick a little firebolted E for 13.
Net 13 hits.
And 2 damage.
2 damage. The flame zips right past its head, but only singes a little bit off of its foliage.
Honestly, I looked at the situation, I heard Baypef go back to sleep, and I lay back down on my tree.
All right. And Baypef, it is your turn.
Yep, I'm gonna try to kill this guy. That's a 10, but I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Look at you.
Oh, perfectly. A 2.
All right.
2 hits, right? 12 hits?
Yeah, 12 hits.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Okay.
5 damage.
5. You take a swing at this thing, and it cracks off a bunch of its limbs, but it still stands. And it is going to take a nice swipe at you in return, and misses.
Thank God.
Right, if I went back to sleep, maybe I was out there dying to the twig.
We're good.
Moosh-
We're good.
Moosh, it is your turn.
Okay.
Murigen.
I casually start walking back to my sleeping spot, yawning, and yell, "You got this!" And I go back to bed.
So casual.
Well, my map's broken. Hold on. Alright, well, since I'm already awake and on the team, you know what? I don't even have to do that. I'm just going to shoot him with a bow.
The trunk of the tree might be a problem.
Yeah, that one you're not gonna. Fuck it. It hits.
Whips around the base of the tree.
Curved the arrow.
Yeah.
Maybe I could have shot instead and punched it.
Like Angelina Jolie.
For 5 damage.
Yeah, and it pins this needle blight to the ground, and you all can go the fuck to sleep.
You just see Albert kind of snuggle up, like he's fucking disturbed that he's been woken up, like he was kind of in a dream that he wanted to figure out what was happening, and you guys interrupted that.
I just put a hand over Albert, roll over, and give him a little pat in my half-sleepy slumber to calm him.
So as you all nestle down to go to sleep, and Baypeth and Elzarios, you take the first watch. An eerie silence just falls upon the forest as you all think to yourselves about the last day's occurrences in this case. You realize that you all are not safe, at least in these woods or out in the open in that case. But with that, anybody want to do anything?
Can I attune to anything? That's what I was doing before I went to bed, or would that need to be a full 8 hours?
If you are doing watches, you won't have a full 8 hours to be able to attune.
Okay, so I'm just gonna add the 2 hours to and then do my rotation and then do 6 hours of sleep.
We have a 10-hour watch station where everybody's in charge. So he'd have 8 hours to sleep with it.
4, 6,
Yeah.
8. Yep, I guess that is.
Not till then.
But the DM
We have
said
a
that it's
10-hour rotation,
dangerous.
but-
Yeah, it is dangerous in these
But if you
woods.
fall asleep with an item, you should be able to attune to it. Is that how we're playing with
But
it?
not if I'm taking a 2-hour nap and have to wake up because now it's my shift, right?
Right.
Well, is it 8 hours in a row or is it 8 hours period? That's what it boils down to.
That's up to
Or
the
you
DM,
can
honestly.
focus on the item, but you could focus on the item as you fall asleep.
That's kind of what I was doing. I was playing
I've
with
seen it played in Critical Role where you can fall asleep with the item and wake up attuned, but I don't know if that's home rules or just how they play it.
I think that's home rules.
It's always up to the DM.
Yeah.
Can I give a perception check to see if we should continue doing this or not?
Attuning to an item requires a creature to spend a short rest focused on only that item and in physical contact with it. So, short rest is what?
4 hours or
30
2?
30 minutes?
30 minutes? Yeah,
The
actually.
rest is
Well,
30
that's
minutes or an hour.
that's
It's
Boulder's
limited.
Gate. Yeah, so I'm not sure.
It's
No,
30
no,
minutes
it's-
to an hour.
Yeah, so he's good.
Yep.
Sick.
But I'm just falling asleep. Albert's
Perfect.
exhausted. He wants
And
to dream.
you have no dreams tonight. You want to roll for Portent?
Can do. 2d20s.
Get a 1 and a 20.
So you're saying I succeed a long rest?
Yeah, you succeed a long rest. You all do.
So I got a 19 and a 3.
Are we succeeded right now?
Yes, you guys
For
are
watch.
going to sleep.
I thought you were hinting at, like, this is not going to work.
I'm hinting at that anytime you guys take a long rest in the wild, you're probably going to have an encounter.
It's going to be sketch.
Which
Yeah.
we just did. Okay, so I can hit long rest on my thing. Take
Yes,
long rest.
everybody can now click the long rest button.
Yay!
I like this button.
Full hit points, full spells.
my
full
favorite
luckies,
button.
Full portents. I got excellent rolls on portents because a 3 is an absolute fail and a 19 is an absolute hit, pretty much.
I didn't reset any of my spells. Oh wait, I need to. Can I? If I wake up and dig around to find maybe some of my spell items in the woods, would I be able to find maybe a feather and some rose petals?
Feather
I don't-
and some rose petals.
I think you want to journey far from the party. That would be the
Scrounging
only
around the
thing I would
camp.
say. Yep.
Yeah. Just seeing if there's any critter feathers or.
Perfect.
I look at him. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, with that, let's take 5 minutes here.
Yep.
Perfect.
Gang recognize gang.
All right. So you all wake up in the morning. It's a pale gray. The sky is. You can't really see the sun up above you. It just seems like a skies of gray. Light seems to hit some of the forest floor, but not always. What do you guys want to do?
I just want to take a quick look around camp to see if there's any footprints that I don't really recognize or feel like if anybody's got too close to us, you know what I mean?
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check. So you just see footprints from the commotion last night, all on top of one another.
Let's carry on then, fellas.
Bapef would like to take a look around if there's any mistletoe vines or shamrock leaves floating around in the area?
Give me a nature check, and if anybody wants to find shit in the woods, give me a nature check.
It's a 14.
Yeah, so you find one mistletoe and one shamrock.
Cool.
Basila, you find feathers.
How many?
Do you
There's 2 to cast a spell.
do you guys does the things you're casting, do they consume the materials?
No, it shouldn't.
Yeah,
You just need the feather
really?
to cast it. So stuff that is in your component pouch does not get disturbed. If you have a spell in which it says a diamond worth 50 gold, if it gives a gold value to it, or says it's consumed in the process, then
Gold
it is
value. Okay.
Yeah. For glowworm.
So, like, a spell pouch is just as good as an arcane focus. It's whether you want to pull out the feather and do the RP for the spell, or you want to use your arcane focus for the spell.
Good to know.
I just waved that.
I only have one consumable that actually has a gold value. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, not everything is it consumes it every time.
Oh, I'm resting at ease
I
now.
was over here like counting
panicking.
all these freaking feathers. And
Like
petals.
how the fuck am I gonna find shamrock in a tomb?
And I'm gonna need like 10 of them for all my spell slots. Like, okay.
No, the shit you guys don't see is I message Mike like every other day asking him about rules.
Yeah, if you guys have
Glad you
questions and launch them, like send me a
Wow, that makes me feel so much better. So I basically have all but one of my components forever.
Correct. That is the spell pouch. So it's because
The ones that are
that
worth
would
gold are
give
the ones that
an
disappear.
unfair advantage to individuals having the arcane focus, is where they could reuse.
That's what I was like. Damn, I'm so bummed I don't have an arcane focus because
whoever has that crystal ball can have an arcane focus. That you guys got a crystal ball.
he
so-
replaced his
He
crystal ball
already
with another
spent-
crystal ball. Yeah.
Danny last time took that as his crystal ball or Muru.
So I have an extra one, but is it because I attuned to it or something?
No. There's
Okay.
no. You don't have to tune to any focus or anything.
It's only certain classes can actually use them.
So now that we've got that sorted, is everybody ready to move forward?
Would
When I
anyone
pause the
benefit
session,
from-
can you guys still see what's going on there?
No.
Yeah,
No.
this pause game session. Is what
Okay,
I'm
got it.
asking.
When you pause it, we can tell you paused it.
Okay, I didn't know if that was the case or not. So thank you.
Would anyone benefit from my extra crystal? If you want it, you're more than
Now
welcome
that
to
they
it.
understand their spell pouches, I don't think they do.
If somebody rolls a nat 1 and breaks it, maybe having a backup wouldn't be a bad idea.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, just hold on to it for now. It's probably the best.
Give me a second here. So what do you guys want to do?
We're gonna continue following the path, I believe.
Worst.
Yeah.
Unless anybody else wants to do different. Speak now.
Sounds good to me.
All I'm gonna do is just take a deep breath after I've been tattered and worn. I'm gonna wipe off all of my scabbed blood and just wipe it off my body because I'm gross like that. Not even gonna bother to clean. And smell the air and take a good listen.
Perfect. Give me a perception check.
Nat 20.
Perfect. So as you take a good old whiff, death and decay assault your nostrils. As you take a look around in the woods, you don't really see much movement at all. It seems as if the woods are silent at this point.
Gentlemen, I believe we are safe for the moment. Perhaps we continue on down the path. Everybody rested? Everybody doing well?
I'm in the corner just Flipping my cloak around, doing twirls.
It's
Ready to
odd I
go.
did not dream last night. Other than that, I'm ready.
Perfect. So as you guys walk through the forest, about 2 hours pass along the trail. You come to a clearing in the distance. You see a village as well. You notice that there's a sign along the road that says Old Sphalic Road. In that case, but you look to your left, and you notice. You notice a river that flows clear as the blue winter sky in the valley. Above you all, there seems to just be dull gray mist, but you have entered the valley of Barovia. What would you all like to do?
Oh, I see. Are we on the west side over there, or no? We're on the east.
What
Do you
did the
see-
sign read?
Okay.
Old Sphalic Road. You actually see it right here.
Just don't see us.
You guys are the party
We are the
token.
party token.
Oh, party token. Okay.
And is the gate we left?
Yes, the gate is what you guys are behind you. This isn't a map that you guys have yet, but again, I'm just using this for to kind of show where you've gone in that
The
case.
question is it to scale? Because if it took us 2 hours to walk from the gate to here, common sense would dictate that we can't see the village.
It is open, clear in this valley. You
No
can see,
woods. Yeah.
yeah, no woods. You can see the village in the distance.
Okay.
And no, this isn't to scale in that case. I am going off what's written, and because I'm the fucking DM.
Yeah, ad-lib it. Yeah.
Absolutely. I was just wondering.
Zach's pulling out a ruler and trying to measure shit.
And you said the sky looked clearer by the river?
No, the water that you see off to your left looks pretty pure and clean and clear. It is as clear as a blue winter sky from what you can see.
Gentlemen,
Do we
I
want to
do
fill up our
believe.
Flagons while we have the chance?
Absolutely. I
Oh,
do
also-
believe we put ourselves through some unnecessary struggle now that we're out of the woods.
Yeah, I also would like to remind the DM, are we knocking off a ration?
Yes, absolutely.
I give Baypeth a pity laugh and a wink, because it took me a while to understand his joke.
Should we go fill up our flagons before we make our way towards the village, fellows?
And perhaps, and Baypeth out of nowhere pulls out a fishing pole out of his pocket that shouldn't fit there. But he's like, yes, I am running low on food. Are you guys running low as well?
Only got maybe a ration left, one left. Could use some fish.
I'm good for a week or so, but yeah, if we need to get food, we should get food.
I'm also good for a week.
How are you guys good for
Same.
a week?
I have 8 rations, 1 day apiece, 16 pounds in my backpack.
How the heck do I have one ration?
Glutton.
Baypeth having
Yes.
an epiphany is like, wait a minute. I've
Glutton.
gathered some of these metal tokens. He rummages around in his pouch. He pulls out these and he's like, we can get food with these, right?
Assuming
Yeah.
we have people that are willing to trade those for food. Remember, it's like acorns.
All right. Well, I have quite a few. What would you guys like to do? Go find food or perhaps head towards the village?
I vote
Nope.
village.
I
'cause
think
don't have
that
fish.
will satisfy both the village.
So that's 2 village, 3 village. Head towards the village,
Yep.
All right, village it is.
since we think it's completely safe.
Um,
Safe.
Tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that surrounds everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence except for mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance.
Well, I guess we won't be spending any acorns here, boys.
Yeah, this is what we expected.
Well, they are about 400 years older than us, so maybe they will accept acorns.
I would like to find a tavern where maybe there's a band playing. Seems a little quiet, but
A band playing, huh?
any live? You boys fancy any live music?
Perfect. All right. So as you guys approach the village, I just kind of gave you some scenery there. You see that the road splits off in two directions. One, taking you north to some more buildings, and the other going right.
Which one does the wailing seem to come from?
The wailing is coming from your east over there, yeah.
Do any of these buildings have, for example, in the image we're shown, smoke is rising from a chimney? Any of them have signs of life?
Yeah, absolutely. You do see smoke rising from some of the chimneys.
I would like to, knock on the first door.
You want to knock on one of the doors?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I follow him, hoping to find some live music.
Perfect. Oh, I thought I added you guys into here. Perfect. All right, so so you're gonna go knock on the door?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so give me a perception check.
Bapef is not the person to be talking to strangers. I get a 9.
So from within the building, you hear what seems to be some movement, but not much more.
I just I put my hands together and I just wait. I lean back to my companions and I'm like, there are people in there, but no one's answering.
I flick my long purple hair behind one of my ears and tell them I can lead the way.
What do you
Baslo?
mean, lead the way?
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
I would like to see who's inside this house.
You would like to see who's inside the house?
All
right. With your passive perception, you look at the door or at the house. It seems like the windows are boarded. The door does seem as if you could enter it and walk through, but you do see claw marks and things scratching up the side of the building.
I give a signal knock, a knock, 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 in the rhythm of a song.
So as you knock on the door, you hear movement inside the building again, but no one answers.
All right. Is this door locked?
You'd have to try the door.
I reach down to the handle and give it a little jiggle.
Yeah, the door knob seems to move freely.
I slowly open the door and let out just a quiet little, hello there, anyone home?
All right, give me one fucking second. because you guys are fucking determined to hit every goddamn encounter I've laid out today. So,
Whoops.
That's a
You're
good
welcome.
thing. If you
You're welcome,
prepared it
bud.
all, I love that. Yeah.
Okay.
If things get skipped and I'm like, damn it, I prepared that for nothing.
He was so excited when it happened. He's like, "Oh, you knock on a door? You knock on a door? All right, got you if you don't knock on a door."
give me 1 second, because there is some element to this that is a little random. So forgive me. All right, perfect. Do this real quick. Sorry, boys. All right. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Great.
Immediately. I'm all like, yes, maybe I can do some good talking with my +7 persuasion.
God, a 2?
That's a
Get
waste
out of
of
here. It's either in the stands or it's on the fucking turf.
Well, let's see.
Perfect. Everybody's rolled initiative here. Who can be surprised and who can't?
I can't.
We're not in fourth anymore, are we?
We are not in the forest anymore.
I can.
Baslo, can you be surprised?
Yeah, I can be surprised.
Okay. Who else can be surprised?
I can be surprised.
Okay. Can everybody be surprised?
No, I can't.
Okay, you can't be surprised.
I'm
That's
a
from his
perceptive little guy.
Perfect.
Oh, never mind. It's Big F.
All right. So, Zombie A here comes shambling out of the hut here, and he's gonna make a multi-attack and try to give you a bite here, Baslo. With your new AC, and he bites you twice. Oh, excuse me.
My AC go up?
It did, but he still gets you. So you take 4 or 6 damage as this zombie comes shambling out of the door as you open it. Perfect. All right, and Theron, you can be surprised or no? Geo,
Can.
you can be surprised. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Zombie C also comes shambling out of the door, and then takes a nice bite at you as well. And he gets you both. And you take 8 damage.
All just coming through the same door at me?
Yep, you open this door and these fuckers just came shambling on out. And you take another 6 damage.
Oh my god.
Bapef, it is your turn. What do you do as these zombies come rolling out?
Just gonna pull a little bit of mistletoe now that I have. Actually, I'm gonna pull the shamrock out now that you've given it to me, and cast a little spell. And this green light is going to flow out of my fingertips as I cast Shillelagh, and I'm trying to bash one of these guys on the head.
Give it a roll. Perfect.
That's a 12 to hit.
And that absolutely hits.
And I'm
And you're
gonna
doing
be hitting
bludgeoning damage,
B.
right?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Give me some damage.
It's a 4.
All right. So as you take a swing at this shambling mess, you knock one of its arms completely off as you go ahead and swing at it. Just falls right off.
And I'm gonna say, vile creatures. And that's my turn.
Basil's currently shitting his pants.
Yeah, well, the other zombie comes shambling out of the door and takes another bite at you. That misses, but he hits a natural 20 on the claw. And you take... 9 damage.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Oh, I'm dead.
Azarius, it is your turn.
These windows, are they shuttered?
Absolutely shuttered.
Oh, man. All right, well, I guess I'm just gonna do the old fallback. $16.
16 hits.
All right. For 11 damage.
Boom. Big hit. Perfect. All right, you take a stab into this shambling mess, and your short sword buries itself within there, and you pull it out and just oozes from the wound. All right, and it is Zombie A's turn, and since Baslo is down, he's going to come shambling out and take a swing at you, Mr. Baypath.
Rude.
10 doesn't.
All these reactions I didn't use.
15, and he hits you for 5 damage.
Cool.
Perfect. Albert, it is your turn. What do you do as you see your bardic friend get tumbled under these zombies and this shambling mess comes charging out at you?
I'm quite frankly scared. Can I tell which zombie is the most fucked up, or they're all fucked up?
I mean, they're all pretty fucked up, but B is missing an arm.
So I would like to pop off with the magic missiles on B.
Perfect.
For 7 damage.
Right, and with that, let me see here. All right, as you shoot these magic missiles at it, you take off one of these zombies' legs, and it falls over on the ground and is now prone permanently.
I like that. As my bonus action, I will just probably move over here.
All right, and not attacking the opportunity. That's your turn?
Yes, sir.
Theron, it is your turn.
Oh, hello, up there. Okay, I am going to just move over here. I'm gonna bonus action cast Healing Word on my buddy as and heal at the first level and heal him for 6. So you're up. And with my action, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary at the first on Baslo. So you ward a creature within range against an attack. And spell ends, any creature who targets a warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target to lose the attack or spell. The spell doesn't protect the warded creature against area effects such as explosion of a fireball. If the
Perfect.
warded creature makes an. Okay. So you are warded. Like,
Up with 6 health, or
Yes, you're up with 6
Yep.
health. You're warded. If he attacks, Sanctuary goes away, correct?
yeah, but that means you can walk away potentially.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just making sure I'm checking myself on the rules. But Baslo, essentially, if anything attacks you, outside of like an explosion or something like that, you won't take any damage until you attack.
Oh.
Is that your turn, Gio?
You don't know that.
And that's my turn.
All right, perfect. We'll do a little bit of meta here. The zombies, being shambling and stupid, continue to attack you, though, Baslo, in that case. So what's the wisdom saving throw here?
for me?
For Sanctuary.
Oh. Geo.
It's 13. Sorry, my audio is being weird.
Yeah, it's 13, and if they fail it, what happens?
They have to choose a new target or lose the attack or something.
Okay, so they're just going to lose the attack because they're fucking stupid and they're zombies. All right, and B is going to look at you, Ilzario, since you did attack him and being the mindless creature that he is, and he is going to hit you with his claw for 2 damage. Baypath, it is your turn.
Who is looking more hurt, A versus B?
Definitely the one that's missing an arm and a leg.
Okay. Is that B?
It's A.
It's A. Okay. The one I took the arm off of. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna clobber him.
Cool.
13
13
hit.
hits.
I bring my club, 2 hands, top down, for 7 damage.
You hear a wet thunk as you cave in this zombie's head on the ground, and it turns into just a lifeless corpse on the floor.
Awesome.
Muju, is that your turn?
Yeah, it is.
All right, Muju, it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to move right here, get a line of sight of zombie B, and I'm going to cast Ray of Frost.
Perfect. That absolutely hits.
All right, rolling damage here.
7. Perfect.
And, yeah.
Awesome. Strahd Zombie D is looking at you, Baypath. And he misses 1, 2, 20. And you take 2 damage as he lunges and bites onto your leather arm.
As he scratches my arm, I say, "Fiend."
Elzarios, it is your turn.
Alright, so this zombie bee has awakened something in me because I've been missing a really key part of my character the entire time. I'm going to use Slayer's Prey on him as a bonus action, and then I'm going to super stabby stab.
Perfect.
So it is 11, 14 damage.
Right. What do you say as you take out this zombie?
Nice
How does
scratch.
it go down?
Take a bite of the head, and then I'm going to lop off his head.
Perfect. And Albert, it is your turn.
Firebolt at zombie C.
Perfect.
With a 22 to hit
Absolutely.
for 5 damage on zombie C.
The
And that's
fire.
nothing?
Yep. The fire hits him in his chest, and he just groans. Theron.
I am going to Soulless Zombie C, and I need a Constitution.
All right. And he succeeds the saving throw.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And Baslo,
my
I
turn.
skipped you, so go ahead and do your turn. So forgive me.
I will use a bonus action to cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
So Healing Word is... There you are. Rad 4. And then I am going to try to move... back here.
Cool. As you move backwards, the zombies try to take a bite at you, but some ungodly or godly power keeps them from doing so.
And then I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery at D.
All right. With that, your sanctuary goes away. And since zombies are quite fucking dumb, he rolls a natural 20 and succeeds.
The most brilliant zombie ever to live.
Wise, a very wise zombie.
He has thumbs.
He saved that, so I'm sorry, nothing happens. Yeah.
And I'll just take another step back, and that's my turn.
Okay, cool. Perfect. So Zombie C is going to shamble his way over towards the wizard here.
I don't know.
And he's going to make a bite.
Baypath gets an attack of opportunity, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay. Go ahead and roll that, and you take 11 damage.
I roll that normal, right? Not with Shalala.
No, you roll with
Yeah,
Shillelagh. That's a weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So let me
If he
roll that
kills it before
Shillelagh.
it gets to me, though,
It's a 15
I don't
to
get
hit.
damage.
A 15 hits,
And that's 11 damage.
and the zombie loses an arm, but is still a-going.
Huh. Tough cookie.
And Baypath, is your turn.
I'm going to move around and attack C. 12 to hit.
12 hits.
5 damage.
5. Let me see here. Because you're the only one doing bludgeoning here. All right, and as you take a swing at Zombie D, or C, excuse me, you take off another one of its legs, and it is now permanently prone.
Hell yeah.
Bruised.
Alright. I'm going to move down here, get line of sight of Zombie D, and I will cast Ray of Frost on it.
Perfect. Twelve hits. 5. Boom. All right. The bolt of frost flies out, but he just, takes the damage and shrugs it off. Is that your turn?
I will move right back here, and then I'll end my turn.
Perfect. And Zombie D is going to shamble his ass at you, though. Murujan, give me an attack of opportunity, Ben.
Yes, sir. 14
14 hits.
or 7.
7. Give me 1 second. Man, you are cutting these zombies' legs on and off. So as he walks, or as he takes a dive at Murujan, he loses another leg and goes prone. But he does bite.
Disadvantage, right? Because he's prone.
Man,
No, C is prone. D is
No,
now prone, but
Both-
C
both of
what
them are
is prone.
But he ran at Muju before he attacked.
And he.
I don't
And
think
you
D was
s-
prone yet,
Muju, you take 7 damage.
Okay.
unless he was. But
Azarios, it is your turn.
All right. We're just gonna walk over here and we'll go after C.
Perfect, with advantage.
All right, and I'm gonna use what's it called? Slayer's Prey again.
Perfect.
Oh, that was damage. Sorry. I definitely do not hit.
Actually, you absolutely do hit.
All right.
wow.
So 10 plus 13 damage.
How do you cut this? How do you kill this zombie?
We'll do the rogue thing while he's distracted. Just give him a nice little stab.
Perfect. And Baslo, it is your turn.
I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on C.
Awesome. Let's see if this one isn't as wise. Okay, and it fails.
Max damage. Max Mockery.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Albert's.
Try to cast Firebolt, which I'm guessing is disadvantage.
It cancels it out because he's prone.
No. Well, actually, yeah, I don't think it is disadvantage because it just says range 120. It doesn't give a minimum range.
You don't have Warcaster, so it would be technically disadvantaged, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think that's what Warcaster does.
Does a couple things.
It increases con.
Ability
You don't have to have a hand to do it. Movement, you can use attack of opportunity to do it. But Firebolt just has a range of 120. It doesn't have a minimum range. So I think it should still
Is
be
it melee
whatever.
or ranged?
Let me fucking roll. It was 23 hit.
23 hits.
And they balanced out, so it doesn't matter.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but you ranged attack rolls get disadvantage in melee.
Automatically. It's a matter of if it is melee or ranged.
Yep.
Okay. 2 damage.
Got it. You shoot a little of fire at this zombie, and it just groans up at you.
I just move over here, and that's my turn.
Perfect. Theron.
Yeah. I'll look at Zombie C. Cast Word of Radiance, and I need a Wisdom 13.
Word of Radiance?
Yeah. That's the actual spell name, but I've been saying Solus, because that
Is
is a
it-
word.
Constitution or is it Wisdom?
Constitution.
Okay. And it fails.
You. 4.
4. Perfect. Is that your turn? Baypef.
Yep, my turn.
Baypef.
Hard to tell the zombie from Baypef apart. They both stand.
Yeah, it looks like Ben took a. Oh, did Ben and Zach just like both get raptured or something?
I didn't see them step away.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, Muju, it is your turn.
Okay. I will
I'm
run
back.
over here.
I ordered a case of beer. I had to go give him my ID.
All right.
So is it Muju or me?
You, go ahead.
I'm gonna clobber this guy.
All right.
It's a 13 to hit.
13 hits.
8 damage.
Boom. This thing is not looking pretty. Let's see here. 19. You. So as you take a swing at this zombie, just a loud thunk into its head, and it begins to go motionless and dies again. And that is the combat.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Fingers not so buttery now.
All right, boys. There's something in the house. Just heads up.
I want to start giving a semi-thorough medical examination to the zombies and see if I've heard anything about this.
Give me a medicine check.
2.
To you, it just looks like a shambling mess of body parts and was once a human.
These zombies are probably used to be human.
I'm gonna say, seeing that there was a commoner inside.
There's no commoner inside.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna investigate the house for some food. Really.
Perfect. Go. Are we all gonna pile in and try to fucking?
I need to try to find money desperately and stuff to fill spell books up with. So yeah, I'm gonna go with him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the freaking house while we can. After all that work.
Perfect. As you all pile into the house, a stench of just death and absolute decay hits you in the face from these zombies being in here. As you guys stare around, you notice that everything is dusty and old, and seems like there hasn't been much way of life in this building. So Baypeth and Albert, go ahead and give me some investigation checks here.
I'm gonna cast the second level, also healing word on myself.
24.
Save your fucking spells.
Okay, I'm looking.
Unless you're gonna cast as a ritual.
Perfect. So Albert, with that investigation, as you start to go through different things in here, you find 10 gold pieces and we'll say a bottle of ink and a quill. Baypeth, you said you're looking for food?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you come in and you start rummaging through what seems to be a very old, stale larder, and that stench of death is still ever present around you. You find a couple of stale loaves of bread and some potatoes that seem to be edible, which will give you a ration, we'll say.
Where am I inside the house right now?
So you found gold. We'll say you're in here. Baypeth, you're in the larder, making a beeline. Who else?
I'm confused.
I want to look for anything that could be a ration or gold as well. Possible future purchases.
Refresh your map. Give me an investigation check.
Oh shit.
Paslow, as you rummage through here, you find 1 gold.
Sweet.
Anybody else want to ransack this?
A penny's a penny.
That's right.
As I'm smelling this stench, Baypeth wants to look around and see if there's any signs of disturbance, like something coming in and causing this, versus this was a disease that was passed on.
Give me another investigation check.
Nat 20.
Got it. So as you look around, and you survey the walls and things, the inside looks relatively undisturbed. You do notice that there's essentially an unfinished moldy meal at the table. There's some goblets that have been spilt over. They look like they were containing nothing but water, though.
I'm gonna rejoin the party and convey to them, I believe this has been going on for a while. Perhaps we tread carefully from here out.
No more houses.
Go ahead.
No more houses with sounds from the inside and no answer.
Yes, I've deduced that maybe this entire village has come to the same unfortunate circumstances.
You've deduced that we're in some evil plane.
Not necessarily, but this is, judging by the food on the table, this whole town probably has befallen to this.
Zombies.
Well, we have only seen one house.
Very true. We did notice that when we knocked on this door, no one answered. How about we don't open doors that no one answers to?
Searching for signs of life.
Precisely.
Alright.
I'm gonna step outside.
Mhm.
I want to see if there's smoke coming from any chimneys.
Perfect. Yeah, you absolutely see smoke coming from chimneys deeper in the village.
Hey, there's smoke that way. Let's those houses might be occupied.
Absolutely. I don't think zombies know how to stoke fires.
Are you guys leaving this area?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And
This
forgive
one's
me,
fire was
we're
stoked.
gonna reuse this house probably. So.
I figured.
All right.
They're all
Perfect.
ramblers.
Awesome. So we'll just go ahead and say that house has been cleared. Perfect. So you see the smoke off in the distance going this way, Miles.
All right, I'm gonna convince the party to head that way. Guys, there's smoke over here. Let's maybe check an occupied house and find out what went on.
Let's go.
I am convinced.
Anything would be better than the dead.
Perfect. So you guys are gonna go that way then. Got it. So you've been walking for, well, a long time. Long enough to fall into a kind of a trance. You're tired. Your brush with the wolves and the house have left you feeling, let's say, a little weary.
Delayed onset fatigue.
You all have come to a point in your journey on Old Salvage Road. You see an old woman as you walk down the street, and she's startled. As you pass by her and look her over, she says, "Dearie me," and bends her neck to look up at you. You'll have to forgive an old woman. We don't see many new faces here in the village.
Oddly suspicious, ma'am. How many other survivors are there?
Survivors? What do you mean? You're in the village of Barovia.
Well, if you haven't noticed, the village of Barovia seems a bit quiet these days. Who might you be?
I'm Morgantha. I just, I'm here helping people where I can. And as you look around, she seems to be pushing a little patchwork cart with what seem to be pastries on the inside of it.
What sort of pastries do you have there, and you've been?
Only the best pastries. They're dream pastries. It really helps people. How should we put it? Escape for a little while in this godly place.
Baypef puts his hand on his shoulder and says, I sense something is amiss.
Whatever do you mean? She gives you this toothless grin.
I don't think we're interested in any of your pastries today, ma'am. But if you could point us in the direction where maybe some other lively folks will be around in the town.
You boys, you look quite weary. So first one's on the house. If you would like one.
I would absolutely not like to eat one of those pastries. Baypef reaches into his pouch, pulls out a piece of dried meat and crunches on it, and he's like, this is all I need.
I'm gonna take one.
Perfect.
I'm not gonna eat it.
I take out a handkerchief and I grab one with it and put it in my pocket. Unless she only gave us one for the whole party.
She'll hand out 2 for you guys.
I'm gonna go outside and cut into it and see what's in it.
Perfect. Give me a perception check.
Alright, here we go. 19.
19. So as you cut into this pastry, it looks just like a normal pastry with some herbs and some spices. It definitely has some meat inside of it, but nothing that you can tell is amiss.
Alright, I'm still not going to enjoy this delicious smelling pastry.
Ma'am, I'd like to ask you, how many of your paying customers enjoy these pastries, and where might they be?
I mean, there's a reason I'm here with my cart. People pay me for these pastries quite often, I must say.
And where would I find these customers that are filling your pockets with gold for these pastries?
What, do you not see the smoke coming from these chimneys here in the vicinity? And she points up at the house just to the south of you all and points to the smoke coming out of it.
I guess that would be people. I appreciate it, ma'am. Thank you for offering the pastries.
Well, we should go talk to these people first.
Well, there's the tavern's just down the way. If you're really looking for some people to discuss with.
Baypef chimes up. Are these
think that's a
people
great
trying to be polite? Are these people of their original form?
You all must have gone into an old house. People have been getting sick around here. If you haven't noticed, the conditions and cleanliness just aren't what they used to be in Old Barovia.
Is there any proclivity as to why they are not clean like they used to be?
Have you seen the state of this land? Look, let's just put it this way. Barovia's on the downturn.
Can I ask you this? Who is in charge of this town?
In charge of... I guess Ishmark wishes he was.
I'm sorry, say his name again?
Ishmark, and of course there's the burgomaster in his mansion. You might be able to find him.
And where may we find them?
I think Ishmark is probably swilling wine with the rest of them in the tavern, and the burgomaster's at his mansion.
Very well. Can you point us where the tavern is?
If you just follow this road down a little bit further, you'll see it off to the left.
Thank you very much.
On our way out, with that glowing endorsement of cleanliness, I'm going to toss my pastry in the next alley I see that she doesn't see.
Shock.
Keep mine just in case.
Awesome. So as you guys just start to, or is there any parting words or anything?
Thank you for your information, Miss Lady.
Perhaps. Go ahead.
Thank you guys.
Take care, dearies. And she continues to wheel her cart and knock on the next door.
That was quite strange, lads. Shall we
I
head
just
to the
keep
tavern?
an eye on her as we walk away.
Perfect. Give me a perception check.
Party perception?
Nope, just Zach. Awesome. As you turn your head and look back, she knocks on the door and someone comes out with a child in tow, and you see an exchange of gold, and she hands over the pastry, and she begins to talk to the woman with her child.
I will stand for now, but I'm very tempted to shoot a firebolt their way.
All right, cool. Anyone else?
I put my hand on Alberos's probably skeptical shoulder, and I'm like, hey, there's a baby there. That's obviously a baby. Relax.
It was obviously children we just saved, too.
We did.
We didn't.
We put them to rest.
We didn't do shit. The religious one apparently put them to rest, but who the fuck knows if that actually works?
Right, but I don't think that was their doing. I think that was the doing of the probably a cult that was involved in that family.
Let me ask you this. If you were in a town infested with zombies, would you choose to live there and pick which door you knocked on? Or
Strange
would you move the
question.
fuck out of that town?
I would probably leave. I like the woods.
So why the fuck is she still here?
We don't know yet.
Well, it's pretty obvious something fucked up is going on.
I agree.
She shouldn't be here.
Maybe she's
We
doing
should've
the good
left.
Lord's work.
The good what lord's
The
work?
good Lord's work. I don't know which Lord.
What
did
what
there.
lord is that? The good lord.
If they're on any ideas?
Seeing as there are people here that are still of sound mind, and that there are clearly zombies infesting the land, like Alberos said, perhaps we should go converse with people in a tavern, because taverns are awesome.
Taverns have
We're in a
music,
land
so I'm in.
full of zombies, and we think a tavern is the best place to go. Very well, I shall follow your lead, but I'm letting you know, this is an ignorant choice.
Do you perhaps have a better suggestion?
We should get the fuck out of this town, because we're not suggested in the mist and do recon and figure out what the fuck is actually going on here.
Well,
Oh, I need
the
to-
tavern would be a good place to find that out.
Or a good place to get killed by zombies, but the choice is yours.
Well, it beats walking another 10 miles, and I could use a ration and maybe a potion.
Perhaps, yes, me too.
Give me a group perception check. Perfect. As you all come closer to what seems to be somewhat of the city center, you start to notice that there are more people just kind of milling about and doing what seem to be menial tasks. Some of them look blankly into the void around them as they either sweep or pick things up around their small abodes. To your left, you see smoke coming from a chimney, and it seems to be a shop. And to the north of you see the tavern that the old lady spoke of.
Shall we go to the shop or the tavern first? We are all low on supplies.
I vote the shop. Much more carefully this time, preferably.
I also vote the shop.
Baypep pulls out a couple of acorns and a couple of coins, and he's like, You will have to help me in this strange system.
We'll figure it out. Not a big deal. If this even is a shop.
So we are going to the shop.
Let's approach the shop.
Give me 1 second.
Change his map. It's zombies!
No, it's not zombies.
Albert was
The
right.
house
It's
built
all
out of
zombies.
The shingles are zombies. The door is a zombie.
Perfect. So as you approach the mercantile, sparse light from this building spills out behind heavy drawn curtains. A sign over the door, creaking on its hinges, reads Bildrath's Mercantile.
Alright, lads, let's do this right this time. Stand back. I begin to play a song on my flute to cast Mage Hand at the door.
From out or from within the building, you hear a gruff voice. What is all that racket outside?
Apologies, sir. We were just checking the build of your door. It's a nice door.
If you're gonna buy anything, then buy it. Don't play fucking music outside of my mercantile.
Oh, sorry. No, come on, lads. Let's head in. Sounds like not a zombie.
Or at least not the basic kind.
Oh God.
Oh. Well, we're already committed.
Alright.
Move it. Let's push right here.
Perfect. As you guys file into this mercantile, you see items of like bows and arrows and just really basic gear, and a lot of it seems to have dust on it as well.
Hello, good sir. I am looking for some gear.
Look, Knife here, I don't have time for your shenanigans. What do you want?
You're a sweet fellow, aren't you? I'm looking for possibly some potions, if you have them, and just to see what you have on display.
Perfect. So as you look at it, he only sells things in the player's handbook lower than 25 gold pieces.
It does nobody here any good.
My brain's like derp.
Well, we can get a beer at least.
Yeah.
Is there potions in that player's? I guess I can look it up.
Here, I'm gonna talk in party chat.
Potions of healing are 50 gold pieces.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh.
Jeez. I'm gonna ask the shopkeep. Are you perhaps interested in solid gold?
What do you mean, solid gold?
I go into my backpack and pull out the golden egg.
Got it. Cool. He looks over the egg and looks at it. He's like, "Are you trying to sell this?"
Yeah. Yes, it is very valuable, quite valuable.
He looks it over, looks at the gold egg and flicks it. I'll give you 1 gold piece for it.
Oh, that's worth more than that in gold, and you know it.
I don't think it is.
You let me talk here, mate.
You say that,
This golden
bro.
egg was fetched from the deepest corridors of a town. We had to fight off 50 villagers and an entire giant goose for this egg, and it is worth way more.
Look, gentlemen, you're new around here, aren't you? Let me tell you, I'm not paid more than 1 gold for that thing.
Well,
I'm
I
feeling
tried.
a bit on the evil side. And I would like to flare my hand up with him and hit him with the precursor to a firebolt.
Yeah, he looks at you unamused.
I'd like to walk next to Albert and put my hand on his shoulder. I believe things here are much more dire than we believe.
I believe we can take what we want.
I don't know about that. That's not right.
I don't know. We've taken on many zombies to get here.
Can
We've been
Bapev
transported
see
to
if there's any potions easily grabbable?
Give me a perception check.
11.
As you look around, there is no potions anywhere.
Albert,
one reason why we shouldn't pick a shit.
I beg of you, please be calm. We shouldn't rob these people. They are struggling, obviously. Perhaps we can get information from them instead. Information is free.
If we don't get information from them, the firebolt's coming.
Very well.
All right, sir. We have some questions for you. We won't bother you much longer. Could you tell us more about this town? We know there's an Ishmark and a Bergmark, a couple of marks, and there's something funny happening here, very obviously, and what seems to be the matter?
What do you mean? What seems to be the matter? You're new here in Barovia. You'll figure it out soon enough. I would also say, if you don't want to buy anything, I don't really care.
All right, well, lads, anything else you'd like to do here? Because it sounds like this sweetheart is not going to help us out.
I think we should probably go to the Burgermaster.
All right. Well, thanks for nothing, sir.
Take care. You'll be back. I promise. Are we done here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Forget that guy.
That was rude.
Perfect. So we'll go ahead and just mark off the the mercantile. So you guys walk back out into the town square. People are still meandering about. You do see the tavern to the north of you.
Shall we head to the tavern or just go straight to the head honcho?
Well, maybe the tavern. We can get some more information from somebody a little bit nicer than that last guy.
I'm having a bad feeling about this, though.
Well, if it's your instinct, then obey Pef. I'll follow you to the main man.
Thinking we should go straight to the source.
Anyone in the party disagree?
When a tree has rot, you have to cut it out.
It's root.
Does anybody have a heal for poor Western?
For who?
I'm looking kind of rough.
Same.
You didn't want to buy a potion in the shop?
I can say.
There were no
I don't have
potions in the
money for
shop.
those potions.
Oh.
I don't have enough money.
I can, I look over
Say a
at...
potion.
Yeah, I look over at Theron. I'll spare a heal for them, if you can spare a heal.
What I can do is I can say a prayer of healing and maybe heal off everyone at the same time.
Who's more hurt?
Get a bang for our buck.
I'm about what's this? You see Albert, and he's looking about half his normal strength.
I'm looking about less than half my normal strength.
Okay, well then.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at the 2nd level on Basla. And cure wounds at the first level on Albert. Nice. So that's 9 for
Hey,
each of you.
Bapef.
Thank you.
Bapef.
Oh, I got 9.
Perhaps next time, I could say a prayer of healing and just heal everyone in the party.
Well, I asked you.
Did you not hear me?
No, you were breaking up all the time.
Healer fight!
Thank you, Vapef. I feel much better.
Yeah, thank you, Bapef.
It's inconsequential in the grand scheme of things.
As you guys are out in front of the shop here, you see Morgantha walking along with her cart, and now she's got a small child in tow with her. As you watch her walk by, she gives you a cheery wave, and continues to just push her cart, and the child follows behind her.
You're a much nicer person than the shopkeeper, Bertha. Appreciate you.
He's a dick! Let me tell you, he's a dick!
He really is, ain't he?
Now, having had some perspective of the town and what I assume is probably going to be a pretty similar interaction, I reach out to her and say, I'm sorry I doubted you, but could you perhaps give us some more clarity into what's happening in this town?
Look, have you heard of the word called entropy?
Yes, I have.
Yes, well, as you can see here, we're going back into a state of decay. People here are just different. I don't really know how else to explain it.
When you say decay, you're assuming that there was once a state of decay before this?
What I'm telling you is that people here stay here. Nothing comes in and nothing goes out.
I pipe up at that moment and I'm like, when is the last time you had visitors?
Well, we get visitors every couple of months, I guess.
Well,
Yeah.
how does that make sense with what you just said to where nobody comes in and nobody comes out of here?
Okay, well, let me put it this way. No one leaves.
When is the last time you saw someone leave this place? Other than being killed?
I haven't.
I cracked the fireball up on my hand. Or firebolt.
I put my hand on his shoulder. Wait.
Oh no. I asked this lady, ma'am, compared to the shopkeeper and our experience with him, how would you say Ishmark and Bergmark, the marks, fare up to maybe his kindness?
There's only Ishmark and the Burgomaster. I can tell you're not the brightest one in the group, are you?
I play instruments.
Clearly. I mean, Ishmark's typically a lot less tight-lipped than most.
Well, thank you. We'd like to meet him, so thanks for your information.
Good luck with that. And she just kind of turns and continues to walk away.
I aim my firebolt right at her back.
Oh my god.
She
Just envisioning Skyrim and
just keeps walking.
I stand in front of him. Wait, we don't know the full story yet.
I know this is fucked up.
It is.
From my studies, this place doesn't exist.
And from
Why
what she has
is it
told
here?
us, we cannot leave. So how about we go see the leader?
She's told us we can't leave. She's told us all she can. What is the point of leaving her alive to become a zombie?
Because she is still a person. And I shake your
I
shoulder.
don't think so. I don't think she's a person at all.
Well, will you orphan the child that's following her around then?
Remember the children? Yes, I would. Remember the children you tried to save. that ended up being ghosts.
They
Why
were
should we
already
think these are any
ghosts.
different? Why should we think she's any different? She has the same appearance as the
Absolutely.
children we saw.
Well,
Wouldn't it
people
be
look
easier
like
to
people.
eliminate her now? The children look like children.
I would like to grab Albert by the shoulders and just give him a little slap. Just, contain yourself, mate. Contain yourself.
I put
All
the
will be
firebolt up
answered.
to. I put the firebolt up to Laszlo's neck.
Anyone want
What
to
do you
chime
mean,
in?
contain myself?
I take my left leg and I put it behind his right leg and I trip Albert to the ground.
Give me an attack roll.
$14.
Does that hit?
This
Yes,
is
that
my
hits.
AC. I got 15.
Oh, you do have 15. Well, there you go. As you try to trip Albert, he steps back, firebolt in hand.
I turn around and look at Baypep. Do you want it now?
I do not understand why you are so upset about this.
Because we're somewhere we should not be.
I am
shouldn't
absolutely in
be
agreement
here.
with you about this, but you are being too extreme.
You are being too quick to trust.
I am not trusting.
Go ahead, DM.
That was me.
Oh.
I'll let y'all finish your
Too quick
conversation.
to trust? Too quick to trust. Trust is earned. Trust is not given. So anybody I meet is untrusted. Why should I trust anybody?
Why
I've
you
known
trust
you for
me?
a few days now. Yes.
And you trust me, so
You
why?
seem honest to trust. These others do not seem trustworthy.
I agree, but that does not mean that you need to smite them.
As the old lady and the child crest a corner and disappear from sight, you just hear a small laugh. It's seen this one before as she walks around the corner and disappears.
Did you hear that?
Azarios, with your passive perception, you notice that that most people who are meandering around are just not paying attention to the little tiff that seems to be happening here. There does seem to be someone standing in the doorway of the tavern as these two bicker.
How
Hey.
about we settle this over a drink, lads?
Fire Boy and Nature Boy, how about you were excited about coming to find more knowledge, right? That's like the whole point of what you do. Maybe go along for the journey.
Maybe there's some books
I'm
around.
about going on for the journey, but trusting everybody at a fucking word is just ignorant.
All right, we'll
Do we
kill
not
them all
agree?
then.
Some of us should question shit more thoroughly.
You were there with us when we almost died. Multiple times, right? We have to work together. If we are to get anywhere, we have to work together. We are already very obviously in a predicament. How would you suggest we get out of this? Firebolts and fireballs?
We
I
rely
think
on
not.
each other.
Exactly.
We don't trust anyone. That means ladies, children coming up to us in the streets. You don't trust them. You guys all seem to trust them automatically. We don't trust anyone until they've proven their worth.
I will counter
I
you
feel
with
like
this.
my party has proven their worth.
I will counter
trust
you
the
with
people
this.
that are with us.
What do you think we should do going forward?
Question everything.
Absolutely. Have we not
Trust
been questioning everything?
No one. We have not been questioning everything. We walked into a building for
Bapev
children
puts
that
a
ended up
hand.
being ghosts.
Bapev puts a hand behind his back in solidarity, and puts one hand forward, being raised with elven clerics from the druidic circle that he comes from, and he says, "Your move."
I shall do whatever my compatriots desire, but I'm just saying, in the future, we should be more careful on who we trust and who we do missions for. We are not a holy group. We're not here to cure the dead. We're here to make it out alive. And personally, I believe we're in a pocket dimension, and we need to get the fuck out of here.
We are.
You're breaking up, Gio.
Yeah, what'd you say, Gio?
Got it. So, with the excitement and the realization coming out of Albert here, what do you guys want to do?
I agree. We will question everyone from now on and be a little more skeptical. But how do you suppose we handle this town? Seems there's more going on here, but if you'd like to skip it and leave the town, I'm up for putting it to a vote.
It would seem we need to investigate the places with smoke in the fire, as those seem to be the quote-unquote real people. But with that being said, something about this place is off.
Clearly, the zombies in one building and the people in another. I do not disagree with you on that fact.
Did you hear what the woman said when she walked around the corner?
I did.
Aye.
So we know that even the people you meet that appear to be alive are onto the loose. I'm just saying, we need to be extremely cautious moving through this area, or it will be our last day.
I like you taking that lead, Albert. Where would you like us to go first?
I believe the only place to go here for now, for information, is probably the inn.
Alright, to the tavern then. Anyone else? Sounds like we're all in agreement to go to the tavern.
Perfect. A single shaft of light thrust illumination into the main square. Its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming this is the Blood on the Vine Tavern.
Sounds like a cheery place.
Blood on the Vine.
Bapev, with your passive perception, as you walk past the sign, you see that the inn has been scratched over with an F.
Do I have any idea what that would mean?
I mean, do you read common?
Yeah.
Yeah, the inn was scratched over with an F.
I'm not hip on that.
Wait, N?
In.
Scratched over with an F. What part of the word was it N?
Blood on the Vine Tavern.
Oh, blood on the...
Hold on. Where?
It reads Blood of the Vine Tavern.
Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I thought you meant the inn and vine. I was like,
yeah,
what does that mean?
I was like, what does that mean?
I was trying... My brain was... I was like... My vocabulistics aren't up to that par.
Vocabulistics. All right. I think we will go ahead and stop there for the night. Finally, someone's starting to get that this isn't fun and happy go land.
Is that me?
That's
Yes,
fun RP.
it is absolutely you.